creating that Reese bass sound. That is today's video. Let's get into it right here, right now. Hey, what's up? I'm Analog Kitchen and thank you for checking out this video. Now, if this is your first time here, consider subscribing because whenever I upload a new video, you'll be the first to find out all about it. But that's if you have clicked the bell icon as well. Also, I'd like to welcome Perdo and Brett Felton to my Patreon page. What's up, guys? Thank you for supporting me over there. That is patreon.com/Analog Kitchen. And if you like what you see and you love what you hear, consider maybe supporting me over there. That Reese bass sound, Kevin Master Reese Saunderson. His name is Kevin Maurice Saunderson, so that's where the Reese comes from. Derrick and Juan Atkinson, widely considered as pioneers who have invented techno. Back in the days when hip hop was huge, you had Public Enemy, you had Schoolie D, you had Kool Mo D, you had a lot of guys, but around '85, there were a few cats in Detroit that didn't really like that specific hip hop, angry kind of pro-black sound, but they did love electronics. They listened to Kraftwerk, they listened to a lot of different elements that came out of Europe. Cabaret Voltaire, the whole synth pop sound that came out of the UK and out of Germany. So obviously they envisioned, especially Juan Atkins, they envisioned a world where technology ruled and reigned supreme. Now today, I will take you into the live set. And I will do it with my Model D, which is a reissue or a clone, a Minimu clone. And because it's a synthesizer with 3 oscillators, I can easily get to that Reese kind of sound. Now, I've picked that synthesizer. There are a lot more synthesizers that you can do that with, obviously, so follow along. Even if you want to do that with a different kit, you can even do it with a mini tower or you can do it with a Tetra. Just follow along and I will show you on how you can get to that specific sound. By request, I have zoomed in on that Model D so that you can actually see what it is that I'm doing. Now, in short, I have got like over on the far left side, this is the tuning. I've got a glide, I've got some modulation mixed, and I've got some modulation depth, the LFO rate, which actually switches the third and last oscillator into LFO rate, so it can go for that FME kind of effect that you want. But for today's example, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the 3 oscillators to make that Reese kind of bass sound. Now, if I'm opening up the filter, which is the knob over here, mind you, what I've done is those big knobs, the one here for the decay and the one here for the cutoff filter, as you can see the letters are already gone because I'm using it all the time. Those are over here on oscillators 2 and 3, but because I've got big fingers and I didn't want to fiddle about with these such small knobs, I've switched the 2 that were over here and I put them here and here. So the decay. So this is like the envelope for the length of the note. What have we got? As you can hear, it just clicks, which means that everything is on the shortest setting possible. So we'll open this up. Let me turn everything off, yeah? So I'm going to use the 3 oscillators and the noise oscillator, which is on white noise right now. So if I'm turning that on, you hear, I'm going to open up the length of the note because I want this note to linger on because it's more of a drone type sound, which means that it's going to, hallelujah, linger on for a while, as you can hear. So what I'm going to do is we'll turn that down, yeah? So you've got, in short, you've got like the 3 oscillators here, the volumes for the 3 oscillators, and those oscillators all got different wave shapes that you can use. Now, I've turned everything off, so you'll hear nothing. What I'm going to do is start with the first oscillator, yeah? I'm going to turn that on, it's on full volume. I put it on a saw wave. What I'm going to do is, I've got a bit of a beat prepared, which is this. Yeah, this is the bass line I'm going to make. Yeah, simple, just 4 notes. Let's see if we can record it. 1, 2, 3, and. Simple, yeah? Okay, we got it going. Now, those oscillators, it goes to low. You won't hear it now. This is 32, 16, 8, 4, and 2. Now, I need this one to be my fundamental bass note way down in the bottom, yeah? What I'm going to do is add a second oscillator, and let's see if we can add that oscillator in such a way that it will actually drive the first one that we have, but add a little bit more depth to it. You can pitch it. I'm also going to put it on 32, but I'm going to detune it slightly so that you can hear that it's starting to start to chew at your ear, you know what I mean? Also, this, you can choose which waveform you would like. I've got a sawtooth here. There's a bit of a shark fin. Saw ramp up. And then I've got one square wave, another square wave, and another square wave, which in turn have different points of where they are activated. Oh my God. I sincerely hope you're listening to this stuff on good speakers, and I hope sincerely that your neighbors are complaining right now, which they should, because we're making dance music. Damn it. All right. Okay, now the trick. Now the last oscillator I'm going to stick on is this one. As you can hear, is a little higher. I'm going to put this in the ramp up position, because the filter will respond nicely to this one. So this one's on as well. Let's turn everything on. And what you can do in order to make this Reese sound a little bit more aggressive is detune this oscillator. So this is 5 notes up. I think 7 or 5. 5 notes up, yeah? And I put the tuning on 16. And the volume goes down a little bit. Now that noise oscillator, as you can hear, I'm not going to turn that up too loud because now everything is on full. So the mixing is also very important for this sound, yeah? Let's turn this one down. Or let's turn it off, that last oscillator. The third one. I love it. You have to play with the tuning of one of the oscillators a little bit, because you can even get it more dramatically when you really detune it. Turning down the white noise a little bit more. Let's turn it off for a second so you can hear what I'm doing. Nice. Hardwired internally is the overload. Normally the external in, there's a trick on the Minimoog as well. If you got a main output and you just route that in the external in, you can actually crank up the sound more, which you can hear right now. So you get a bit of an overdrive situation going, which is what we like. We don't intentionally want to break stuff, but at the same time, we wouldn't mind it. What I like about it is that it starts to become a whole different kind of entity. It just goes in a certain direction. So when you turn the filter almost all the way down, you can really hear the thickness of the sound, you know what I mean? And what I do with my drums is I add frequencies that are in this sound as well. Now you can hear the high frequencies of my sound a little bit better with the right cymbal, for instance. Turning this up, you can hear when I turn on that noise, it starts to gel all the high frequencies of my drums together as well. Nice one. Go to 5. Loving it. Now what if I switch the oscillators on it? Wow, loving it. So this one on a ramp up, this one on a yeah. Turn the drums down. With the kick, yeah. And what I like about this is that it just instantly gives you a rich kind of sound. I love to do it with analog synths because you get to that point easy. It's not a hard sound to make, but the trick is in the filter most of the time. You have to really work it. You know what I mean? So when you're doing a live set, you're just actually building up that sound, getting into the zone. I'm loving it. So that's the way I do my Reese sound. Obviously, there are 50 million ways of getting to that specific sound. If you've got different ideas or you would like to share something, leave a comment in the section below and let's get that, guys. All right. And that is unmistakably a trip down memory lane. I really enjoy what's happening over there. Yeah, I mean, when I first heard his tracks, it was just like amazing, like E-Dancer and stuff like that. I mean, there is a certain way of that sound working on the dance floor. Now, obviously, we're in this pandemic, so we're not moving anywhere near a dance floor soon, but that might be a cool thing to just master that sound, so by the time everybody gets to dancing again, you got a new trick up your sleeve, because I do believe that making music, it's all about adding tricks to your arsenal, if you will. Now, in the folder below, I've got links to the equipment that I'm using, might you be interested, as well as music, which you can find on my DistroKid account, where you can support me and just listen to some of the music that I'm making, as well as my Patreon account, where you can support the vibe if you like what you see and if you love what you hear. All right, catch you on the rebound.